This changes everything. Summer McIntosh, one of the biggest names in swimming, and arguably the biggest name in women's swimming right now, the world junior record holder in the 200 IM and a legitimate threat at the world record in the 200 IM, has pulled out of the 200 IM at the 2023 World Swimming Championships and will not be competing for a world title in the event in Fukuoka, Japan. I'm slightly bummed because the women's 200 IM was heating up and I think kind of competing with the women's 400 freestyle for the marquee event of the 2023 World Swimming Championships. And I promise that that will be the last time that I say 2023 World Swimming Championships throughout the rest of this video. At least I will try to not say the 2023 World Swimming Championship throughout the rest of this video.
The lie detector determined that was a lie.
But it was competing with that women's 400 freestyle for the marquee event of the meet. And that's saying something when you consider the amount of firepower that is in that women's 400 freestyle and the amount of buildup that has come with an Ariarne Titmus from Australia, a Katie Ledecky, yeah, you probably know the name, from the United States, and the superstar, Summer McIntosh from Canada, all competing for a world title in the event that might take a world record to get that world title. And with Summer pulling out of the 200 IM, I think the women's 400 freestyle is an obvious number one for a marquee event of the of the event, of the swimming event that's happening in Japan. I think it's the number one. I think it's a lock. It's the marquee event of the meet. It's going to be the one to watch. But she's pulled out, which makes sense when you think about the schedule that she would have had on the first couple of days. The 200 IM and the 400 freestyle kind of would be competing for attention at the beginning of her event lineup, and Summer's going to be swimming a lot. One of the things that happens when you're as good of a swimmer as Summer is you're going to get some play in relays as well. So she's going to have her hands full, and she's going to be swimming a lot of yards, meters. Apologies for everyone that is outside of the US. Sometimes, you just throw yards in there because NCAA swimming is exciting. But the 200 IM, just because Summer is not in it, we're not going to talk about the 400 freestyle anymore because that's going to be in a later video. The 200 IM is still going to be an absolute savage event. And knowing this, I put out a YouTube poll which had Summer McIntosh on it, and I'll pop it up on the screen next to me. And as you'll see, I had to put out a new poll. Because in this one, Summer's really good. She's really good. She's right up against that world record. She's the world lead in the 200 IM on the women's side, but she took up all of the votes. And so I ran over to my secondary poll function of the social media kind, since I didn't want to overpopulate my YouTube community section with the same poll. And you guys just flipped all of your opinions over from Summer McIntosh straight over to Kate Douglas. And it makes sense. It makes sense. Kate Douglas is on a warpath right now. And she was my pick to win the 200 IM once I saw that Summer McIntosh pulled out. And it wasn't just because of what she did in the NCAA pool. It wasn't just because of what she did in the yards pool. It was because of what she backed that performance up with in the big pool just a few months after NCAA's finished up, where she went 207 in the 200 IM. She fired off a great 100 fly. She fired off a great 100 freestyle, great 200 breaststroke. I mean, Kate Douglas is unbelievably versatile. She gets so much talk about her versatility, but she also is a world contender in a lot of events. She can swim the 50 free, the 200 breaststroke, the 100 fly, the 200 IM. She can swim all these events, but she does all of them at an incredibly high level. I have no idea what that tangent was I just went on. It feels a little bit incoherent, but guess what? We're going to be previewing a lot of events, and I have more news on that at the end of the video, so stick around until then, where I'll be breaking a little bit of news about stuff that might be happening on my channel. But also in the race is Kaylee McKeown. She's a force, to say the very least, and I'm pretty sure she's going to split somewhere in like the 26.5 range on her 50 backstroke in the 200 IM. Alex Walsh is also in the event, reigning Olympic silver medalist in the 200 IM. Yeah, she's a threat. I think she was like 208. She's coming in at 208. So you've got 207, 207, 208, I believe. You're missing a 206 from Summer McIntosh, but this event is still incredibly deep. It feels like there's 20 people that are sub 210. It's loaded. And as I mentioned previously, my prediction on this one is that Kate Douglas will get it done. Kaylee McKeown will take second, and Alex Walsh will take third. But regardless of what I think will happen in this event, we will not know until it happens. And that's one of the fun things about swimming. It's one of the fun things about sports in general, is we have no idea what's going to happen. Anything could happen in that pool in Fukuoka, Japan, in the women's 200 IM. So head down to the comment section right now. Fire off your opinions. Who you think's going to win, who you think isn't going to win. If you're really bummed that Summer's not swimming it, you can vent a little bit in there. I'm sure we will get a 200 IM from Summer McIntosh at some point in time. And I think Summer McIntosh will be the world record holder in the 200 IM before we know it. Maybe it'll be breaking the current world record, or maybe it'll be breaking the world record that will be set in Fukuoka, Japan. This event is stacked. On your way down there, hit that like button, and while you're down there dropping your comments and your predictions about the women's 200 IM, I have some breaking news for you. I will be releasing a video every single day leading up to the 2023 World Swimming Championships. I had to do it. I had to say it one more time. I will be dropping a video every single day at 11 a.m. Central Time because I want to give this event the full treatment. I want to treat it like the Olympics. I think the World Championships really could be as big of a meet as the Olympics if we give it the attention it deserves. So every day, 11 a.m. Central Time, set your alarms, set your reminders in your phone. You're going to be getting a video from me previewing one event that we will be watching at the 2023 World Swimming Championships. Said it again. It's going to be a lot of work, so go crazy in the comment section on these videos. Let's talk about these races. Let's get excited. When you talk about events like this and you preview them and you predict what's going to happen, it gets you a little bit more invested and it gets you a little bit more interested in waking up a little bit early, because I'm going to be waking up really early over the course of 7 days during the meet that I will not name one more time because I feel like it's just starting to get really redundant in these videos. The one in Japan, I'll just call it the one in Japan. I'm excited. I'm excited for this meet. I'm excited to be doing previews every single morning. Like I said, hit that notification bell so you get these videos popping up on your homepage or in your notifications or wherever they're going to show up. Send it to a friend. Let's get excited. Let's watch this meet together. It's going to be a great week. It's going to be a great week during the meet and in the lead up. I'll see you in the next one, which will be tomorrow at 11 a.m. Central Time. See ya.